This venue in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the... A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mike 19!
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. That's out to his running back, Fournette. The 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 49 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
We go! 18 Gator, 80 weapons. Ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing... Go! 36! Whip! Watch the whip. Tight dog. Get it.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Check 26. Hey, lock it.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. On 3rd down, and it's a fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Returnable here for Callaway. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
46-yard line.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. Looking to throw on second down. Allen, he finds his target. Beckham. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skill.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jets will extend their lead. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down. Because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Second down and inches. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got Jack Doyle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Ready. 94. Hey, get him.
First and 10.
Check 4. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, exit.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Now it's the backup Prescott. And he slings one that's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot. Because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
Prescott now. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Come on here, come get some. He don't want it. Shift. We're going to 53. 47. 26.
They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll stay with Lewis here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st. Down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Jets' 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, orbit. Mike 51, Mike 51.
2nd and 4. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And that's caught by Landry. Touchdown, Kansas City. 10 yards on the touchdown pass as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make our score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The first carry for Josh Adams. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Go set. 10-2 stop. Watch a slap. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. This pass complete to Reynolds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
A gain of 14. And the Jets first down.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. You got nothing to run. You got nothing. Ready?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And now the Chiefs will bring the offense onto the field as they'll go for 2 here. Now whistles here. We're going to get a timeout taken by the offense as they'll use their second one of this first half and make sure they've got the play call right. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Watch the twist.
They run with Washington. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
At their 48-yard line.
Got it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Defense. 22-jet bombers. 22-jet bombers. Now.
They run on 2nd down with Adams. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now Minshew. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Josh Reynolds, 46 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Get it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll set up a throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively.
Hey, Haywood.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 43.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Accelerating, and off he goes. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, ready.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Trying to get it to Landry there.
Ready up. 57's right. Here we go. Pilot, 64, reach.
Now Leonard Fournette. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Gay knocks this one through. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Right, I don't want to create more hype than what is there, but this is a real, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check nickel. Joker.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check. Go now.
They run. Devontae Freeman. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Freeman. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is Freeman. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
51 the mic, boy, 51. Hey, wahoo!
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
60 outlaw. 51 hey, back up.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
I'm coming for you, son. 25, check 25.
On 2nd down, Freeman. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Probably going to have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
51's the mic. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 51's the mic, boy. 51. Hey, Zoo. You got blocked. Rock it. Leo, get it.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. So they've converted their first 2 4th-down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lob it for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe not. The head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
90 Wolf.
38. Chiefs 14.
Just 61. Matchbox lights.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Week 4 of the preseason, last chance here to make an impression. You know he wanted to play mistake-free football, but that just went by the wayside.
Like a lawyer, this is his closing argument. Now it goes to the hands of the jury, and you know who the jury is. The coaching staff. They've got to decide whether he's the guy, he's going to make the roster, what it's going to be for him. Mistake-free football is exactly what he was after. Unfortunately, he didn't get it.
Yeah, and it's magnified with him being a rookie. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Minshew. That's into the hands of Reynolds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Washington on 3rd and short. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Washington. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Minshew. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. That is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Washington. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Minshew sets to throw.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Their own 32-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Snap.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Washington's got it. And he's got this down to the 35. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time.
treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up. It look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Drown out my problems. Let